There's been a gathering of what I would call the London Assembly today, Friday in the morning. Now, this is one of these events where the leader, in this case the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, is supposed to be held to account by those around him, the London Assembly. If you ask me, it's a complete bloody waste of time, because he never answers a question in a direct fashion. He'd make a good politician, wouldn't he? Well, there's one thing that I want to zero in on particularly, and this is a very keen interest of mine. It's all about the ULEZ and LEZ zones in London, ultra low emission zone and low emission zone. As you know, I'm good buddies with Noel Wilcox, who had been on this behind the scenes for a considerable amount of time and a very good friend of the channel. Now, Sadiq Khan was asked a question this morning about the ULEZ signs, and he was asked very specifically, are the ULEZ signs, in your opinion, legal? It's very simple, isn't it? You know, it doesn't take much to understand a question like that. Well, listen to his response.
Well, we often have examples of non-TfL personnel putting up signs which is not sound, and so the signage that TfL puts up is sound. There have been some errors made by TfL in the past with some of the signage being just outside the parameters of London. And so there's always checks being done on any signage to make sure it's within the parameters of what should be allowed. And I'm confident in the briefing I've received that at the moment the signage is sound, but it's kept under review because human error often happens in these sorts of cases.
Okay, so usual amount of filibustery bullshit that you get from any good politician worth their salts, but the very key points are the signs are sound. He said that not once, twice at least, maybe even 3 times. He tried injecting a bit of, it depends on the area and some people are putting up dodgy signs. But forget all that. He said specifically, the signs are sound. A lot of people would take that as read if they didn't know any better and didn't look into previous things. Have a look at this. And I brought this to you on the channel before. This is a news article that came out late last year. And there was a ruling passed which said some of the signs on that scheme are unlawful. Now, you know, if you followed this from beginning to end, the signs are missing key information. So the important thing to realise in this video is Sadiq Khan was asked a very direct question. Are the signs sound? Are the sounds legal? He's answered, and the very key point is he's turned round and said they're sound, knowing full well, and I'll put it up again on the screen here, this article is in the public domain, and knowing full well what else is going on in the background that not a lot of people know about. So, in effect, has he been entirely straightforward and truthful with the London Assembly and therefore the general public that put him in there in the first place? Interesting on that. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, hit the like button, share this around because it is vitally important that people get to know what's going on. Please subscribe to the channel. Have a look at this earlier video that I did to do with the ULEZ and Sadiq Khan. And as always, I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.